Well, switching our focus now, elections for the 11 members of Legislative Council are being seen as a semi-final before the Maharashtra Assembly polls. The political situation in Maharashtra has remained volatile since the 2019 State Assembly polls, with the state seeing the collapse of two governments and the swearing in of three chief ministers. 2.5 years ago, the MLC elections saw cross-voting in the then-ruling Maha Vikas Aghadi in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party, which was considered as the first step forward towards the collapse of the Uddhav Thackeray-led government. Later, it was revealed that Eknath Shinde's group of Shiv Sena MLAs had helped the BJP's candidates win, while the Congress candidate, who was expected to get first preference votes, lost that election. With no action despite the eye-opener, the Thackeray government eventually collapsed with a rebellion by Shinde and more than 50 Shiv Sena MLAs. The state saw a new government of the Shiv Sena BJP alliance with Shinde as the chief minister and Devendra Fadnavis his deputy. There are 12 candidates for 11 seats. The BJP has fielded 5 candidates, Shiv Sena and NCP 2 each. Shiv Sena and Congress 1 each. NCP SP in fact has backed the PWP candidate. The members of the Legislative Assembly will vote in this election. In the 288-seat assembly, 14 seats are vacant for various reasons. Of the remaining 274, 103 are the BJP MLAs. The Congress has, in fact, 37 MLAs, Shiv Sena Shinde faction 38, NCP Ajit Pawar 40, Shiv Sena UBT 15, NCP SP 12, Bahujan Vikas Aghadi 3, SP AIMIM and Prahar Jan Shakti Paksha 2 each, and the Swabhimani Paksha MNS. PWP, RSP, CPIM, Krantikari, Setkari, Paksha and Jan Surajya Shakti 1 each. The number of independents, there are 13. All 4 major parties have kept their MLAs in 5-star hotels to avoid cross-voting. Let's go across to my colleague Kiran Tare, who joins us live from Mumbai on more on this. Kiran, a very good morning to you. You know, this is clearly a semi-final before the final match. Is there a fear of cross-voting?
Good morning, Neha. Of course, there is a fear of cross-voting, and cross-voting is an integral part of such kind of elections. We must remember 2 years back when the elections for assembly, for the council elections were held, there were cross-voting and it eventually led to Eknath Shinde's rebellion, fall of Uddhav Thackeray's government, and Eknath Shinde became the chief minister again. So today as well, when the election starts, the only question will be asked, who is going to suffer the most because of this cross-voting? And why the cross-voting is there, could be there, because hardly 3 months later, there is an assembly election, very crucial assembly election going to take place in Maharashtra, and every single MLA wants to win the election and come back to the house again. So that is the reason why the MLAs are securing their own position, they are consolidating their own position, and this is the very right opportunity for them to do that. This is the reason why there is a fear of cross-voting and cross-voting again, because no party has a clear-cut majority, clear-cut numbers to get its candidates elected. The BJP has fielded 5 candidates, but the BJP has a majority to win 4. So for the 5th candidate, they need to get votes from other parties. Similarly, NCP Ajit Pawar can win 1 candidate. They have fielded 2 candidates, so they also need backing of someone else, some other members from the other parties. Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray's party has fielded 1 candidate, whereas it has only 15 MLAs. The quota in this election, the voting is for preferential voting. The preference number 1, preference number 2, preference number 3. So the first person who is securing 23 votes will be announced as elected. So minimum 23 votes are necessary to get a candidate elected. Here in this case, Shiv Sena's candidate, Shiv Sena has only, Shiv Sena UBT, of course, Shiv Sena UBT has only 15 MLAs. So they need additional votes from other members. NCP BAT candidate Jain Patil, who is of PWP, he has only 14 MLAs on his side. So he also needs additional votes. all those additional votes are required to get the candidates elected, and that is the reason why the cross voting takes place in this election. And the voting is confidential, it's not an open voting like Rajya Sabha. So who has voted for whom will be under very dark secret. Of course, everybody knows who has voted for him, but it won't be officially announced. So this is the situation, and of course, every single party wants to get its strength increase in the upper house. 11 candidates, 11 seats, 12 candidates. One person has to lose, and who's going to lose will change the direction of future politics in Maharashtra.
Right. Kiran, I just have one more quick question, and I'd request you to please answer this briefly. What is the current political situation? There are about 11 seats, but 12 candidates, meaning one person will lose. What will be the repercussions of this?
It depends upon who is going to lose. If the BJP candidate is losing, that will have a very negative impact on the morale of the BJP cadre. That's one. If Shinde's candidate is losing, the BJP will get an opportunity to say that yes, it was because of Shinde's negative image, Shinde's unimpressive performance. This is reflecting in the mood of the members of the assembly as well. This thing. If Ajit Pawar's candidate is losing, then Ajit Pawar is already on a backseat. So Ajit Pawar's candidate losing this election, that means that Ajit Pawar will have to suffer the most in the Mahayuti alliance. If the Shiv Sena candidate loses, then Milind Narvekar is a very close aide of Uddhav Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray's reputation will be tarnished after his defeat. And if Jain Party loses, who is backed by Sharad Pawar's party, then there will be a crack in the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi as well, because it is only the Congress's one candidate in the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi who is absolutely safe and secure. Jain Patil's defeat means that the Congress could not transfer its vote to the alliance partners, and that will have a bigger repercussions in Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi.
Right. Thank you very much, Kiran, for joining us with all of those important insights.